Hello and welcome to the Astrology in You podcast. I'm Kerry Hourigan and today we'll be looking at the full moon in Taurus coming up on the 8th of November 2022, the full lunar eclipse and the T-square with Saturn in Aquarius. But firstly, I'd like to begin by acknowledging the original land carers, the Awabakal people, where this podcast is recorded. I give my deepest respect to elders past, present and emerging, and acknowledge sovereignty has never been ceded. So just a reminder, you can get a free mini astrology report that includes a very detailed birth chart from Astrology in You. And I've created a video to show you how you can create a free birth chart with transits at astro.com to follow along with any astrology that you are doing in your studies of astrology. So the full moon in Taurus is happening on the 8th of November 2022 at 16 degrees and 0 minutes depending on your location. So to see where this specifically relates to you, look to the house or the life area. This will be transiting in your own chart. In evolutionary astrology, we see the moon as our ego, and of course our ego is our self-image, how we see ourselves internally. It's our subjective filter by which we view the world based on our childhood conditionings, societal conditionings, cultures and experiences. And the moon is also associated with emotions, which lead to feelings being the fuel to manifestation. So knowing your moon sign assists with the management of your emotions and feelings, your issues of safety, the inner child, which is terribly neglected as we become adults, our childhood, nurturing needs and the relationship with our parents, in particular to our mother and our most nurturing parent. So full moons bring things to a culmination and completion stage for release and to let go of. The polarity of the full moon is the new moon, and the new moon signifies a new cycle, but to begin something new, we must let go of something old. So I'll just say a few things about Taurus itself. Taurus is a fixed earth sign ruled by Venus. Taurus slows the initiating and powerful energy of Aries down, where we ground ourselves in the physical world while looking at what we need in order to live our lives. On one hand, we can find a healthy sense of materialism in Taurus and really enjoy those things we need for our everyday life and also to sustain our own bodies. Things like food, clothing, a home, money, health care, including our holistic health. All these things give us a sense of security in the world and our sense of self-esteem and values. Hence, Taurus relates to our physical senses. If these things are healthy within us, we feel amazing. So when we experience the shadow of Taurus, which can be the lack of self-esteem, we won't value ourselves or others and sell ourselves short, prostituting ourselves, in other words. These debilitating thoughts and concepts create emotions and feelings of hopelessness and unworthiness. These emotions and feelings can be expressed through the fixed energy, which is the energy of persistence. Hence, Taurus is associated with stubbornness, which can be expressed in a healthy or distorted way. For example, to build a strong foundation, we must persist, putting the work in and sticking to what needs to be done to achieve what we want. Distortions of the Taurian archetype can also be expressed through starving, hoarding, and poverty. So firstly, stressful thoughts are a lie, as Byron Katie says, and just knowing that is comforting. And I found another lady, Marissa Peer, who says, tell yourself a better lie. We have to really go through a process of unraveling ourselves, and this is part of getting to know ourselves, because we really don't know ourselves at all. In fact, we're a mystery to ourselves. Taurus reveals to us that we are our own resource. We have a body, a brain, we have skills, knowledge and experience, and we can exchange this for money to sustain our life, as this is our self-reliance. This requires us to go within and look at the inner perception of ourselves, which is something most people are very reluctant to do. including myself in the initial stages, I should add. Which brings me to self-love, and how we love ourselves begins with how we talk to ourselves. Praise, appreciation, acknowledging what a lovely person we are. And it doesn't matter if you don't believe it or not, just start, and this will enable the emotions of higher frequencies within us, of all the good emotions that improve our health, our needs, and our relationships. And the most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. And this takes practice. If you are berating yourself and criticizing yourself, and let's face it, we've all done it, you will be in the dense emotions that make you feel unworthy, fearful, and hopeless. So make yourself a promise in the full moon in Taurus to identify with what is valuable about you. What do you appreciate and acknowledge about yourself? Praise yourself. Just say to yourself, you are a really lovely and thoughtful person. So see how amazing, how talented, how skillful you are. And you will see how truly awesome you are. And I don't use that word often. To me, change of $5 is not awesome. But you are a creation, and we all are a creation of the divine source. I mean, that is awesome. Now, Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is associated with feelings. And Dr. Joe Dispenza describes feelings as the result of experiencing an emotion for a long period of time. This creates a feeling. So self-talk is a great way to start to change things. And Byron Katie, together with Dr. Joe Dispenza, gives you the actual process to do that. Venus rules two signs, Taurus of course and Libra. Venus in Taurus is where we go within and how we love ourselves. So to me, the full moon in Taurus is an ideal time to do what you need to show yourself love and how you value yourself. Praise, acknowledgement, appreciating yourself. Don't wait for someone else to do it, as they could have an agenda. You do it for yourself and build your self-esteem, your confidence, and really love things about yourself. The world needs more love, so do your bit and start with yourself, and things will change. And you never know, you just might inspire someone to do the same. Make a proclamation and never compare yourself to anyone ever again. Love yourself enough to do this. Love is not always gentle either. It's a fierce and powerful force, and therefore you can apply this to yourself. The act of self-love is never comparing yourself to anyone. The good thing to know, it is not possible to compare yourself to anyone. That in itself is comforting. The moon's placement in Taurus is such a beautiful energy. We feel the emotions of compassion, empathy, gentleness, patience and kindness. We can be with nature and feel the slow pace, and if you can be in nature, observe its gentleness and patience. We can apply this to ourselves, especially when we're experiencing those dense emotions of fear, worry and stress. One way is to go into these emotions and thoughts that are causing these feelings. And you can do it with meditation. And this is what Byron Katie talks about, really. And there's another lady that I found, Sarita Soul. And Sarita has a remarkable YouTube channel with these incredible meditations you can do. So I'll leave a link for that as well. And also I'd like to bring to your attention EFT, or known as Emotional Freedom Technique, or as it's known, tapping. Again, I'll leave a link to a man called Gary Craig. So we always look at the polarity of signs, and with Taurus, it's Scorpio. Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is in Scorpio, opposing the full moon. Now, Scorpio enables us to focus and look deep within our emotions to change and evolve. We cannot change by holding on to what doesn't work, limiting beliefs that keep us stuck, and those things we know we must let go of. Wherever the full moon is, it will illuminate what is hidden, such as our fears and secrets. The thing is, nothing in astrology works independently, and therefore the full moon in Taurus will also link with other earth signs such as Capricorn and Virgo, and the fixed signs of Leo, Scorpio being the opposite, and Aquarius. So moving on, the lunar eclipse. So eclipses are accompanied with tension, and tension is necessary for change. So pay attention to where you are experiencing this. Don't use default responses such as I'm not good enough, I can't do it right, I'm too old, I'm too fat. We need to be compassionate and gentle with yourself and go and discover what is behind these thoughts and emotions to find your truth. After all, Taurus rules the throat, where we speak our truth. The throat rules judgment and mercy, and this comes from Carolyn Mace. So much traffic travels between our heart and head. When we are out of sync and are not aligning with our truth, we hemorrhage energy, and this leaves our body weak and susceptible to illnesses if it goes for a long period of time. We can have a sore throat, thyroid issues, stiff neck, laryngitis, etc. So look to where you do not speak your own truth. And remember, our words can be harmful, not only to others, but how we talk to ourselves. So always keep that in mind. Saturn is in a T-square with the full moon in Taurus. Saturn in Aquarius is in a T-square with the full moon in Taurus. And sitting with the full moon is Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius, and the North Node. The North Node represents our future. So the angle of the square comes with tension, so we find ways to deal with things. It can be a learning curve. And Saturn represents the old ways that have reached their end and do not work anymore and have not worked for a very long time. Aquarius is seeking equality, fairness and community, and is rebelling against the old ways that are crumbling. We are entering a new age, and to do so we must let go of the old. We are looking to find new structures in the new age, and we're just at the beginning of it. Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is conjunct the full moon in Taurus, and again Uranus is not comfortable here either. The fixed energy of Taurus holds Uranus back, and Uranus is about change, liberation, equality, freedom, rebellion, and our future. When change is resisted, pressure builds and change can come suddenly, and we must adapt quickly, and this can be frightening and traumatic for those who want to hang on to what is familiar, even when the familiar is not working anymore. The Sun is conjunct Venus, which is the ruler of Taurus, Mercury, and the South Node of Scorpio. This will bring intensity, especially if emotions are suppressed. Venus brings with her love and values, love of oneself, and love, after all, opens our hearts. Our connections to our original mother, our planet, and to each other. We have been conditioned to believe our planet and the animals have all been put here for our benefit. And I actually even heard that from a religious person once, and it shocked me. How do we nurture ourselves in the full moon in Taurus? Well, medically, Taurus rules the neck, throat, our voice, the heart, the body's senses, and through Venus, the psychology of listening. So here are some suggestions I've come up with. Go within to reconnect with your heart, to feel the emotion of love throughout your body, and do this through meditations. In fact, start a daily meditation practice. Pay attention how you listen to yourself and others and what you're saying to yourself and others. Activate all the senses in the beauty of nature. Look at any issues that disturb your peace. Have courage to let go of what no longer serves you. Look after your health. Take time to allow your emotions to digest properly, just like food. The minute you put food in your mouth and you swallow it, it's not digested. Well, this happens with emotions as well. They need time to process. And explore all the links below that I've provided for you. So no doubt the tension is going to continue. Listen to your heart's intelligence. It is the center of your truth. We connect through our hearts to every living thing, to each other, to the cosmos, and the divine source within. Be in the higher emotions of hope, peace, gratitude, joy, relief, appreciation as much as you can. I hope you really enjoy the full moon in Taurus, and welcome to all the new subscribers. I'm always thrilled to think we connect all over the world. It's amazing. Please take care of yourself. Really, really take care of yourself. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.